with Brian Hancock, the Mizzou fifth-year senior, wrapping up the NCAA championships here. Ninth place, tied for ninth in the vault on Wednesday, and I know you were wanting for higher marks and a higher finish, but tell me about how things went. Ended up tied for ninth at 17-2 and a half or a quarter, something like that.
Yep. It was pretty good competition. It was really tight. There was a lot of guys really close. So it came down to misses and who made VARs on the first attempts, and we knew coming in that was going to be really important. So I opened at 5 meters and 5:15. I was able to make those on my first attempt, and unfortunately at 5:25 it took me 2 attempts, and it kind of came down to the difference between top 8 and then the rest. So
tell me what that's like at the competition. I mean, 24 guys in a competition. It's a long competition that you sit and you wait and you warm up and you sit and you wait and you try to figure out when you're going to come in. And
yeah, it's a challenge. You're constantly trying to focus your attention for a short period of time and then relax and then kind of unfocus so you're not just straining yourself the whole time. And it takes a lot of practice. And we do a lot of big competitions throughout indoors and outdoors where we have a lot of vaulters, and I think for big meets like this, it really pays off to have that experience. Like when we go to Iowa State, there's 40 vaulters on the runway at times.
Right.
And, it's a definite challenge, and a lot of vaulters struggle with that. And fortunately, we get a lot of meets in, so we can get some practice with that, and it really pays off at these big meets like this.
In the evaluate your vaults for me. Any one part of it we're just missing on, or just your run go well and plant, and just tell me.
I felt like overall my first couple bars were pretty good vaults. A few things here and there I probably could have worked on. When the bar got to 35, it was kind of my own mental problem at that point. I let the wind get to me a little bit too much. And it seemed like a lot of people in the competition kind of had that same issue. The wind kind of shifted on us when the bar got to 17.6, and so a lot of people were struggling to find their marks and to get their run straightened out during that process, and I was one of them that was kind of struggling with that. And that part was the part that really kind of hurt me more than anything in the competitions.
What kind of, obviously the wind does have an effect. Tell me about what kind of effect that is, and what kind of adjustments you make, and what things do you do different to?
Obviously your run is going to change a little bit from the winds, slowing you down or speeding you up and things of that nature. But then when you throw in that you're carrying a 15 or 16 foot pole,
right, then
it throws a lot more variables at you. And the basic concept is you just want to try and be as consistent as you can on the runway, and being able to do that with the wind is a real challenge for a lot of people. And so just so when that wind blows, you got to figure out where you need to be at on the runway, and you got to figure out how to stay there. So,
right.
And wind definitely throws a lot of variables in the outdoor pole vault, and but that's how it is.
Right.
Everybody's deal with it, and usually the best are the ones that can figure out how to deal with it. So.
Yeah. In my experience, it seems like the vault is probably the most important event that you need to have a coach or somebody near watching you and giving you some tips and keeping you're clued into what you need to do.
Yeah, it really is important. But I think a lot of people who coach the vault end up overcoaching it a little bit and put a little bit too much emphasis on what the coach is saying to the athlete. And one thing Coach David has done a really good job with me of is just letting me kind of feel it out, and then we have a conversation about it, as opposed to him telling me I need to do this and this.
Right.
So we're able to actually get information from both ends on what he saw and what I felt, and we put those two together and then make our decision on what to do in the next jump based on that. So it has worked really well throughout my career. Right.
Tell me what are your thoughts and feelings of, this is it, the last time you're competing, trying to score points for the Mizzou Tigers, after 5 years coming to an end?
I'm really excited it happened more than anything.
Yeah.
I've loved every minute of it here, and it's been just a spectacular experience. And when I came here as a freshman, I had hopes of being several-time All-American and doing big things at conference and school records and all that stuff. And basically I've done everything I really want to do here. And I couldn't be more excited about just how it went and happy, and
Yeah.
I'm glad it happened, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about coaches and Coach McGuire and Coach Halter and Coach Lefevre and what they your thoughts on them and your experiences with them.
I've learned so much from those three guys that it's hard to really explain. I always joke that I learned more on the track team than I ever did in the classroom.
Right.
And it's sometimes true about that. It's the life experiences I got from just being around these three on a daily basis, and the experience of just for my career, I wanted to go into coaching someday, and
Yeah.
seeing these three amazing coaches on a consistent basis, coaching great athletes and doing it the right way, is just a phenomenal experience, and kind of really lets me know how I need to do it when I get to that position.
Yeah, yeah. So what's up next? You gonna try next week and get a qualifier for USA's, or
Yeah,
I don't.
I've got a meet lined up for next week that I'm gonna head to, and try and get one more shot at getting that mark for USA's, and then.
Where's that at? Which?
I'm gonna try and head up to Champaign, Illinois.
Okay.
At the Gill factory.
Yeah.
Having a vault on next Friday, so I'm gonna head up that way, and then I start my student teaching in the fall, and then
Okay.
grad school coming up. So.
Yeah. Yep.
More school.
Right. Yep. Well, congratulations. I know it's exciting for Missouri track fans to see a Missouri guy come to not only stay in school, but have the success you've had, and hopefully more bigger things are to come for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.